Hi there. All right, so I bought these light bulbs here. These are LED bulbs designed to replace the turn signals on your car. I got them from Banggood, and they are T20 sockets, which are sort of wedge sockets. These are not dual filament. There are types that are dual filament, which are for your brake light slash running lights. But these are just on off, and they're amber color, 54 LEDs, and they're supposed to replace your turn signals. Now, unfortunately, there's a real problem with them. All right, so here's one powered up, and I'm running this at about 14 volts. And as you can see, it's about 588 milliamps, which is pretty significant. Now, one of the problems is they're pretty dim. Unfortunately, I tested this in my car, and it is not bright enough. Compared to the incandescent bulb, which I think might be a 20 watt or 22 watt, these are designed to replace that. It's maybe half brightness at best. It's very, very dim. So that's disappointing because obviously for turn signal, you want those to be as bright as possible because you want people to see them. That's a safety issue. These are not good enough for that. Now, one of the other issues is as you run these, they start to get really, really hot. So what has it been running for? 45 seconds? And as you can see, it's already now drawing over 600 milliamps. And, the 14 volts there, that's typical of a car while it's running. Now, obviously, these would be flashing because they're turn signals. But some cars, when you disarm or arm the alarm, say you disarm it and you're walking towards your car, they might turn on the turn signals and keep them on permanently as a way to find the car. Now, it'll be impossible to tell on the camera. This is a pretty nice kind of yellow color, but now that it's getting very hot, and I have to tell you it's very hot, even on the plastic base where I'm holding it, it's now becoming very hot. It's becoming very, very dim. It's sort of a deep orange color now. It was originally yellow, and according to the power supply, it's now drawing 615 milliamps. This is a real problem. Now, this one, I don't think it's doing it yet, but it gets so hot that it starts to smoke. So, that's an issue. Right now, I can just feel the heat radiating. I can't touch the LEDs. They're burning hot right now. Even the plastic base, I have to kind of move my hand down here. This is out of control. Now, so that kind of sucks. Now, the other issue is this. All right, so this is the other bulb. And here's an issue with this one. One of the entire 9 LED boards isn't even working. The flashing is because I don't have the connections perfect. But yeah, it's just pretty funny. When you first power these up, it is so much brighter than after it's been running for a couple minutes. And it's a very yellowy color. And then it just gets hotter and hotter. So yeah, I really can't recommend these. You'll see these all over the place on eBay, on Banggood or Amazon. When it looks like this with the little circuit boards, and it says 54 LEDs, avoid. It's just not bright enough. You're not going to be able to use this. I saw they had white versions for reverse lights. They had red ones for brake lights and the amber ones for turn signals. Don't get them. Unfortunately, I bought 2 of these. It was $10. It was a waste of money. These I can't use them for anything. It's way too dim. And this hot thing, this is crazy. One of the things I was going to work on, I was testing with my car, is a way that while you park the car, you can turn on by pushing the turn signal, like the left or the right turn signal solid while the car is parked and turned off. And that's so if you park on the side of a road at night, your car is more visible. Well, I wouldn't want this in my turn signal housing getting super hot and also incredibly dim. It's worthless. And the power draw is actually it's too much anyways. That kind of power draw out of LEDs. Okay, I can't even hold this anymore. I have to take this off here. Yeah, that kind of power draw off LEDs, it's just too much. So here, I'll stick it over here with the other one to cool down. Now, interestingly enough, I bought this as well. And you can just make out that it says Cree. And there's just a single LED inside there. Apologies. There we go. It's maybe in focus now. It's a single LED. This is metal here. And it's the same exact connector. Unfortunately, I bought this as a reverse light for my car, but my car doesn't use this type of bulb. It uses something more like this, kind of a wedge smaller wedge. So this does not work for me. But I put this into my turn signal socket and I tested it. Oh, well, let me show you. Okay, so here we go. Powered up, same voltage, 14.1, only drawing around 219 milliamps, so far less power dissipation than the other one. And this thing is blinding. It obviously has a lens. It is super bright. If I shine it over here, it's awesome. I mean, it's a very focused beam, nice spotlight effect, but it is extremely bright. I put this in as the turn signal bulb just to test. Obviously, it's not going to work because my car has a clear lens, so you have to use an orange or yellow bulb. Otherwise, it just flashes white. But with this in there, it was incredibly bright. If this were kind of an amber color, it'd be perfect. It would be amazing. So it's unfortunate because this is the right bulb, and it is so bright. As a reverse light, this would be amazing as well. Compared to my car's current reverse lights, those are pitiful. This is amazing. But unfortunately, because this is the type of connector that the car needs, this little wedge, smaller wedge shape, not this larger one, I can't use them. But, this thing's been on. We've been talking a little bit here. It's just barely warm, and it's this metal heatsink here that's warming up. I've run this for a couple minutes, and yeah, it does start to get hot, but that's nothing. And inside the board, you can see the LED is attached to a board, which is obviously attached to this heatsink, so it's a much better design. It's unfortunate that they don't have amber ones in this color. I know this is a Cree white LED, and I guess Cree doesn't, make yellow or amber, but maybe if you just put a little bit of a filter in there or something, I don't know. But what a bummer that I can't use this bulb, because this bulb is fantastic compared to, this other cheap bulb. Compared to that, this is a winner. That's a loser. So, like I said, don't buy these. If you need a white, bright light, and you see this one with this kind of shape, it's the same plastic base as that one. Same exact base, it's just white color. But this metal here and a little plastic lens, this is fantastic. Now, yes, it's getting quite warm up here on the LED, on the metal, but this is not hot. This part down here is just slightly warm. So it's got good heat dissipation going on here. And again, it's still using 200 milliamps according to the power supply. So this is fantastic. Fantastic. It's a very cool white color, but as reverse lights, if you really want a lot of light behind your car so you can see where you're going, I recommend these. These, don't waste your money. Avoid these. They're just terrible. I can't believe I wasted money on that. Anyways, thanks for watching.